Yo, baseheads, what's good? What's good? What's good? I don't know what is up with that comment there. Um, what I would, I'd love to get some insight on what that comment is all about. I'll leave it up for now. Anyway, welcome. I don't know why the other camera isn't working. What a strange day, and I'm not necessarily talking about political events, but the fact that those of us here in New Orleans are preparing for snow. Yes, it is supposed to snow in New Orleans tomorrow. I was supposed to fly to California at 7 in the morning. That is not happening. So do me a favor, let me know where you're watching from. Today, it's actually a good day to go live. I'm doing it early today because I was anticipating being away from my studio on Wednesday, so I decided to do the live stream today, and that's what we're doing. We're talking about Tennessee whiskey today, slash, or I should say, Rather Go Blind slash Tennessee whiskey. So you may or may not know, Tennessee whiskey has the exact same chord progression as I'd Rather Go Blind by Etta James. That came out in 1968. Also, I know that Tennessee whiskey is a cover, and it's better than all the other covers. I don't know if there's been any litigation with regard to Chris Stapleton and the Etta James version, but those are, it is what it is. And most times, singers female singers particularly, are going to go from Tennessee whiskey and mash it up with I'd Rather Go Blind. Now, let me get these things out of the way real quick. Here are our, what's up, Jonathan Hillary? What's happening? What's up, Tiny? I appreciate you being here. I love you being here. If you are not a subscriber and you find that I've earned your subscribership through this or any of my other content, I appreciate a like, a subscribe. Super chats never hurt. But if you want, you can also support through the sponsors of TED Talks Bass, Songmaster Pro, which is the tool that I use to isolate bass lines, learn bass lines for gigs and things like that. There's also Tom Play, which is interactive sheet music. And I also want to hip you to the Groove School. You can go on over there. You can get there by going to grooveschool.co. Miss Lady Bass, what's happening? You can get there through tedtalksbass.net or even tedtalksbass.com or even sonofabass.com. Miss Lady Bass 4317, what's up? All of them will take you to the same place. Got some cool merch. I'm sorry for there's been some delays through Teespring, but we got some new shirts in. This is one of my favorites. Ain't nobody getting famous tonight. Play the parts. All right. So, Tiny, yes, Songmaster Pro does display chord changes. But anyway, here are, some of the new designs over at the merch store. You can get them below, or you can go to TED Talk Space and cop those. We got a couple of cool retirement plan mugs for those of you who are we got to change that one because there's a misspelling there. Look at what we caught. Ain't God good? Anyway, let's get into the content today. This won't be a long live stream today. And if you watched the video that came out today, it's actually really timely. So what we're going to do, per usual, Tiny, the answer to your question, there are the chord changes there. And I can speak a little bit about the chord changes, but The name of the app is Song Master Pro. It is linked below this video. And as a matter of fact, let me go on and give me 1 second. I'm going to go on and put the link for it. I'm going to go on and put the link for it in the chat there. And if you use my link, I do get a little change to keep the lights on. But again, I use this app all the time. So with that, having said that, let's take a listen real quick to, I'm having a problem with cameras today. Can't believe it's snowing. It's going to snow in New Orleans tonight. But here we go. This is actually Chris Stapleton playing bass. Sorry guys, I had a setting that was set wrong. Let me play that again. I'm glad I remembered because I don't think you could hear it. Let's try that one more time. Okay, now this is going to seem very basic, even elementary to some people, but that is the thing that I think can get us into trouble really, really quick. It's the simple songs that people seem to screw up all the time. Why? Because feel is important. Space is important. Leaving room for the singer, space, that's important, right? I find that, and it's incredibly hard to hide behind stuff when you're playing a ballad. Got another video coming out about ballads pretty soon. Those are the tricky ones. So we're in the key of A major. Key of A major. We're going to look at A major pentatonic. Sorry. If you know a beginner bass player or an aspiring bass player, have them get over here, because this is one of those bass lines that's going to be instantly recognizable. Boyfriend and girlfriend can sing along with you. I want to talk to you about first the fingering that I'm using. So there's our A major pentatonic. So the first part of that line, root, fifth, octave. There's that 6/5, okay? The video that I released earlier today is talking about this exact same shape. The exact same shape. It's actually going from the 1 to the 2, from A major to B minor. So listen to the dynamics and the articulation. Listen where the long notes are. let me talk about that real quick. So when we get to the B minor, we're going. We're doing that same 5 root 5 octave flat 7, the box shape that we all know and love as bass players. So I'm going to show, because that's pretty simple, but I'm going to show you some, if I'm playing with an actual, with a band, may not stay completely on there. So let me mute the bass here. Now I just got the drums. You notice the slide? That's not something that you have to do. It's not very out there. E, which is 5, the 6, and the 1. Listen, I understand that this particular tutorial is going to be far beyond some of you guys' skill level, but and that's cool. It may also be very appropriate for someone else. So this is a special one for them. But again, just some seasoned salt. That's all it is. I'm gonna show you some other seasoned salt that I like to put on there. When after the guitar solo, and sometimes in the guitar solo, I play with a lot of bands, different singers. What I'll do during the solo, let me play it here. Before I do that, listen to where that snare is, or the side stick, rim shot is, and where I take off, where I cut off the note, or where the note is cut off. That note gets cut off there, and then that rim shot has all the space. Type a 1 in the chat if that makes sense to you. What I just said. So when I cut off that note, I'm going to leave space for that other instrument. There's another bit of what my man Tiny say, a little Lowry seasoned salt. All that little stuff matters, right? Especially in recording. I don't know if you know that song, I'm So Glad You're Mine by Al Green. And So Tiny, I'm doing a mixture of staccato and legato parts, right? Um, in that song, I'm So Glad You're Mine by Al Green, one of the things that I love about that song is the old school recording techniques. And like I can hear the squeak of the kick drum pedal in that song. And that's a part of the character that I really, really dig about that. So when we are, those of us who like are really listening, doing a higher octave, watch this. That's not in the record. Now watch this. Sorry. So what I did there was just I'm gonna play with the vocal. I'm gonna play with the vocal.
You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine.
Why am I doing that?
You're as warm as a glass of brandy.
Y'all see what I did just now? Let me do it again. And I want you to type in the chat what I did.
You're as warm as a glass of brandy.
Chromaticism.
And honey, I stay strong on your love all the time.
I didn't do it that time, sorry. Because I went in the wrong place.
You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine.
Here it is again.
You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay strong on your love all the time.
I walked down the major scale. Miss Lady Bass, if you're talking about that, that's a hammer on. Yep. The reason I'm saying that, and the reason I'm asking for Tiny to be more specific on that is, thank you, Marky Boy. The reason I asked to do that is because I find that we learn. This is sort of the premise of my whole thing, right? My whole thing that I do on YouTube is I personally don't like to teach scales first. How much theory do you need, for instance? Well, without like some, source material or having some context, then it's kind of backwards. You know what I mean? I don't know. So we'll learn scales and then we don't really know how to use that, or we don't know how to put the ideas together and say, well, that all that is the A major scale, right? And so, yes, we want to support the vocal 100%. One of the things that, you know, I enjoy doing play-alongs. And one of the things that I like to do with Songmaster Pro and my play-alongs is play just with the vocal. And the reason I do that, for me, is because, again, it's easy to hide behind drums, right? Oh, you know what? I got to tell y'all. Y'all got to get ready for this. I had so much fun playing just with Teddy's vocal on that. Tutorial coming some other time. But let's see. Because just the vocal is going to keep you honest, right? Where does the vocal start?
Used to spend my nights out in the ballroom.
Look, just hold the notes.
Liquor was the only love I'd known.
Feel it.
But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back, being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay strong on your love all the time.
The next time you play this song, if you play this song with somebody and you get to that guitar solo and everything is building up and everything is building up and building up, do this, I'm telling you, everybody gonna turn around and go, oh shit. I trust me on that. Trust me on that, because little things like that are gonna lift the tune, a little bit more, right? So I told you that this would be a short live today. Again, there's a merch tray down below. If you want to try out Songmaster Pro, there is a link. I'm going to put it back in the chat. I'd appreciate it if you use my link. If you are a practicing musician, and you want to learn songs, you want to isolate bass parts, this thing is the absolute best tool that I've seen on the market for the practicing musician. I don't care what you play. Tom Play, there's also a link in the description there. They have a interactive sheet music that's really dope if you're trying to get your sight reading together, or keep that skill sharp. You can definitely do that there. But I'm going to stay on for just a couple of moments. If anybody has a question. That shape. Look at the video I released earlier today. That shape is one of, like, it's like root. It's just like the box shape. It's like so common, especially in R&B music. Like for real, super common in R&B music. You get that shape. I mean, you got like 100 songs. I'm not even lying to you, man. You got hella songs, especially if you playing soul music. Like I said before, oh man, I just gotta. Shoot. I got to respond to Rob Elric real quick from Modern Vintage and Modern Vintage Guitars. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm doing this while, but he's panicking about something. Rightfully so. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying that female singers particularly, when they sing this, will go into "I'd Rather Go Blind" by Etta James, without a doubt. But I'm telling you, this little Miss Lady Banks, my pleasure. Okay, shit. I'll show you. Listen. The band is ebbing and flowing. That line is going to get, you got to have some shit under your belt, because that line is going to get not boring, but it'll get monotonous if the band is swelling. Ted, play a B, end with B flat. Nope. It's not. The ending with B flat is not gonna sound good. That B flat will it'll sound good going up. Watch this. See that? There's B2. All right, y'all. Groove hard, groove first, groove always. I'm going to catch y'all next time. Hopefully, I can catch my flight tomorrow at some point. Probably won't be until Wednesday. All right. Peace. Two fingers.